Hey Sega fans, it's James the SEGAHolic here, and earlier today Skimp announced that both Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City have officially entered beta after months of testing and tweaking behind the scenes. Grand Theft Auto 3 has seen the most enhancements and optimisations, and looks like an entirely different game to the one we've seen 3 months ago. It's darker, it's moodier, and it looks and plays amazingly. All the footage you're watching here was captured on a real Dreamcast console with a GDEMU installed, hooked up to OBS via VGA into an OSSC. Graphically, the biggest changes come in the form of lighting and environment effects, with lens flare, bloom, reflections and fog being implemented. The bloom from vehicle headlights and the reflections of car taillights on wet roads are particularly nice, and they just make the city feel even more alive. Within the options menu, we can now enable ×2 anti-aliasing, while the options from the previous build remain, such as tweaking draw distance and the density of traffic and pedestrians. I played through the first 5 or 6 missions while capturing footage for this video, and the game really skipped a beat. There were some moments where the frame rate dipped, but I didn't find them as frequent as they were in the build from New Year. Sound is also improved, with the audio glitches that I observed in the previous build now gone. This primarily affected the voiceover samples, and was noticeable when 8Ball tried to inform you of his hands being all messed up. However, as I mentioned at the start of the video, Grand Theft Auto Vice City has also entered beta. It's important to stress from the off that while the entire game is playable from start to finish, performance has yet to be optimised, and in that regard, it's still behind the Grand Theft Auto 3 project. But that said, progress is looking solid, and GTA 3 is the benchmark for what we can expect when the team nip and tuck the Vice City code. In the Vice City graphics options, just like GTA 3, we can now enable ×2 anti-aliasing, but Vice City has come on leaps and bounds since the build that we reported on just under a month ago. In that version, the game crashed after intimidating the second juror, while cutscenes had missing polygons or were missing animations entirely. In the beta for Vice City, this is most noticeable on the yacht party at the beginning of the game. In the previous build, only the initial scenes were animated, but would eventually show the characters speaking in a frozen state, their voiceover played, but they just didn't move. This scene though, and others like it throughout the game, are now intact and fully animated. Vice City has been extensively playtested by the team's beta testers and can be played from start to finish, but some missions need attention to detail in terms of controls, and overall bugs should be expected and tolerated should you decide to compile a build of your own. Some of the most common optimisations for GTA 3 have been backported into Vice City where possible, but the deep dive into optimisations has yet to begin, which explains the more severe bouts of slowdown in certain missions. But hey, this team are awesome, they will get this figured out, and GTA 3 is proof of that. It's also important to remember that Vice City pushes more polygons than GTA 3, which makes the current state of the Dreamcast version all the more impressive. This has been one hell of a drop from the team. Moving both games into beta is an insane effort, and the community can't thank them enough for their hard work, dedication and passion in bringing us these games which we were told could never be done. Rest assured, we'll keep you up to date with both GTA 3 and Vice City as the beta phase moves forward. If you've made it to the end, thanks as always for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this update, and until next time, we'll see you on the Sega side.